today I'm going to talk to you about compassion. And I'm going to relate it to trauma and substance abuse because typically those that suffer from both have very enormous self-loathing. They tend to beat themselves up or to blame others. And today I'm going to give you some guidelines to help you replace the destructive self-talk with compassionate self-talk. So clients are often quick to recognize that they use a lot of harsh self-talk. And they typically say that they do this because they believe it's true. So if I messed up in my life, that's just a fact. Or they believe such harshness is a way of taking responsibility. So, example, if I used again, what a fool, it's my fault, I shall never going to learn. But today we want you to learn that harsh self-talk is not the truth or it's not taking responsibility. Rather, it's a pattern of re-abusing yourself that for many that was learned in childhood. So if the parent used harshness as a method of control, then that gets internalized, that voice, until it's now part of you. And it could be a surprise for those to learn that that harshness is an obstacle to growth. So harsh self-talk really leads to positive change. It's certainly not to lasting change. It's really a defense against exploring in a very honest way a particular problem. So for example, if you picked up a drink and after repeated promises that you said you're going to quit, your harsh self-talk is going to sound like such a loser, I can't do anything right, I swear I won't drink the next time no matter what. But this sort of internal dialogue is likely to result in somebody picking up a drink again. So there's really no explanation of why the drinking occurred. A compassionate inner dialogue might be, I know my drinking is dangerous for me, but I did it anyway. There really has to be a good reason for it. Maybe it's because I'm feeling lonely. Maybe it's because I'm isolated. I can't go to the meeting and I can't connect with my network. But maybe I can do a meeting online, do it on Zoom, and maybe I could Zoom my sponsor or people in my network. So there's a real contrast between harshness and compassion. And it's really important to keep in mind that compassion can really feel extremely difficult, very unnatural, and very raw. And it could bring up some very intense emotions. So I want to talk about you yourself as much as anybody in the entire universe deserve your love and affection. And that is from Buddha, who's a 5th century Indian philosopher. So let's talk a little bit about harshness versus compassionate self-talk and some ideas to consider. So the harshness may be associated with your trauma in the way that you feel like you have a lot of emotional pain and you're going to take it out on yourself. And this can be in the form of putting yourself down or just even a lot of self-harm. So if you were harshly criticized in childhood, you might have internalized those voices and now you're criticizing yourself. And you can relate it to substance abuse because self-hatred often arises after using a substance. So people feel ashamed and they start to yell at themselves and try to prevent it from happening again. Yet the best way to prevent it is to explore compassionately why you use. Example, like feeling of loneliness, isolation, fear. And also next time you have an urge to use, try talking to yourself in a more compassionate way to avoid giving in to the craving. Maybe just meet your needs in another way. Now, compassion promotes growth, while harshness prevents growth. And you may think harshness is true, or it's a way to take responsibility, that yelling at yourself will change your behavior. But self-hatred is a very cheap trick. It's an illusion. It's really a psychological defense that prevents growth. It is a destructive habit that's all too easy to do. And research has shown that punishment does not change behavior in the long term. Praise and understanding do. So no matter what you've done, you can take responsibility for it without beating yourself up. Compassion means searching with an open, non-judgmental mind into what happened. And that's going to promote the real change. So if compassion's not familiar because you didn't learn it when you were growing up, it's going to be difficult. And you may need to practice it a lot for it to feel natural. So I want you to think about a few things in your own life. What does your harsh self-talk sound like? And what does your compassionate self-talk sound like? And when you're harsh with yourself, does it keep you stuck in your own behaviors? And is it easier for you to be harsh rather than compassionate with yourself? So let's think of ways that we can increase your compassion. So when you're noticing harsh self-talk, ask yourself, if I love myself, what would I say to myself right now? And ask yourself, I was really listening to my deepest needs. What would I say to myself? And try to explore reasons underlying your actions. For example, if you drink, maybe it's because you're in a lot of pain, you're lonely, you're isolated, you're experiencing things during this COVID-19 that you've never experienced before. Use kinder language. Find a softer way to talk to yourself. For example, say, this is really, I'm going through a hard time, and maybe and that's more of a kinder, softer way than just saying, I'm a failure. Imagine that you're talking to a small child who made a mistake. How would you talk to that child with compassion? You might say, it's okay, you're safe right now, you're a good person, and you can keep figuring this out. Experiment with compassion, even if it's just for a few minutes. It's going to feel very difficult, and you may want to try thought stopping as a first step. So when you hear that harsh self-talk, say very loud, stop thinking that. Then try compassionate self-talk. And I want you to try to practice this compassionate self-talk, especially going through all this anxiety, isolation that we're experiencing today, because that can bring up a lot of feelings. I hope you found that compassionate self-talk versus harsh self-talk is helpful to you.